Welcome, little dreamers, to Magic Tales, where every story sparkles with wonder, every adventure warms your heart, and every ending is filled with joy. So snuggle up, open your imagination, and let the magic begin. Once upon a gentle morning, right at the edge of a great whispering forest, lived a little girl whose hair glowed golden in the sunshine. Her name was Goldilocks. Her locks were so bright and beautiful that anyone who caught a glimpse of her golden tresses felt as though they stumbled into a sunbeam. Everyone in her small village admired them, but as sweet and delightful as Goldilocks was, she sometimes let silliness get the best of her. Every morning, her mother would call out after her, "My dear, please stay safe in the backyard. I'll call you when breakfast is ready. Don't wander off into the woods." Goldilocks would nod obediently for a moment, but soon enough her curiosity tugged at her like a whisper on the wind. The woods looked so mysterious and inviting. Just beyond the trees, in a humble wooden shack tucked between ferns and flowers, lived a family of 3 bears. Papa Bear, whose broad shoulders showed he was strong and steady, Mama Bear, gentle and caring, and Baby Bear, just the right size for fun and mischief. One sunny morning, Mama Bear was busy in the kitchen stirring bowls of steamy oatmeal porridge. Baby Bear woke extra early. "May we go for a stroll while we wait for the porridge to cool?" he asked eagerly, rubbing his early waking eyes. "Yes, yes," said Mama Bear, and Papa Bear agreed. So, hand in paw, the bear family ambled through the forest, leaving their breakfast behind. But oh, it smelled tempting. Meanwhile, Goldilocks, restless and bored, peered through the window at the yard and remembered her mother's warning. Still, a little voice inside whispered, "What if I just peek? Just a tiny stroll." She lifted the latch, slipped away, and before she knew it, she was a few steps, then a few deeper, into the forest's green mystery. Leaves rustled overhead, birds sang their morning songs. Wildflowers brushed her legs as she wandered further, entirely enchanted. But soon, the forest seemed bigger and deeper, much bigger than Goldilocks had imagined. When she turned to head home, nothing looked familiar anymore. The path had vanished. Her chest tightened. Her little heart pounded with worry. She was lost, tired, and very, very hungry. Just when tears threatened, she spotted a little house nestled between the trees. A ribbon of smoke drifted from the chimney. Someone was inside. Could she? Quiet as a mouse, she tiptoed toward the door. Nobody answered when she knocked softly. When she pressed closer to peek through the window, she saw 3 bowls of steaming porridge on a table. She knocked again, this time louder. The door swung open. Goldilocks gasped in delight. "Hello? Is anyone home?" Silence. The door swung wider. She slipped inside, drawn by the warm smell of the porridge. There on the table sat 3 bowls, one large, one medium, one tiny. Oh, how they glowed, so inviting. First, she tried the large bowl, but the porridge burned her tongue, and she shrieked. Next, she tasted the medium-sized bowl. It was icy cold. Brr. But the smallest bowl, oh, perfect. Just the right warmth. She gobbled it up until not a single crumb remained. Though and a bit drowsy, she looked around for a place to rest. In front of the chimney sat 3 chairs. The biggest was too high to climb. The middle one was too firm. But the smallest, just right. So she hopped on and crack. The chair splintered beneath her. Down she tumbled on the floor. Unfazed, but a little startled, she wandered into another room. There lay 3 cozy beds. The first was too big and too hard. The next was soft, but too squishy. Yet the tiniest bed looked just right. She nestled into it and drifted off into the most peaceful sleep. Meanwhile, the bear family returned from their walk, ready for breakfast. Papa Bear, seeing his porridge, roared, "Someone's been eating mine." Mama Bear frowned, "And someone's been eating mine." Baby Bear cried as he saw his bowl, "Someone ate all of mine." They looked around, then they noticed the chairs. Papa Bear gruffly growled, "Someone's been sitting on mine." Mama Bear frowned, "And on mine too." And Baby Bear burst into tears. Pointing to his broken chair, "Someone sat on mine and broke it." The little bear family followed the sounds to the bedroom. Papa Bear huffed, "Someone's been sleeping in my bed." Mama Bear gasped, "And someone in mine too." Baby Bear whimpered, "And someone's sleeping in mine, and there she is." Goldilocks woke with a start to find 3 bears staring at her. Her heart leapt into her throat. Without thinking, she scrambled out of the house and dashed into the trees so fast she couldn't look back. She ran until she saw her mother and father at the forest edge, calling her name with worried voices. Relief washed over her. She threw her arms around her mother, promising in quivering whispers, "I'll never leave without telling you again." "I'm so sorry." And from that day on, Goldilocks did indeed stay close to home unless invited, and always listened to her mother.